This relates to more news. Give all praise Yahweh Shemil Shabbat Shem Rakakadash. And honors the men of the truth on down who teach us truth and knowledge, so we know it's truth and knowledge. Call Yahweh Shemil Shabbat Shem Rakakadash. Give all praise Yahweh Shemil Shabbat Shem Rakakadash. This relates to news. Trump and admin reviews all 55 million foreigners with U.S. visas for violations. That was a report I was talking about last week. I've seen that. So review. Marco Rubio was talking about that. Also, anyone that burns the flag will get a year in prison. Now, relating to the history of the flag, that's protected under symbolic speech relating to under the First Amendment. You have in Texas versus Johnson, 1989. You have United States versus Aikman in 1990. So it's protected under, supposedly under, allegedly under the First Amendment, you know what I mean, relating to free speech. That would be under symbolic speech under the First Amendment. There were two cases relating to that, 88, 89, and 90. So anyway, that was on when he was doing executive orders. That was on a report, ABC report. You have an what else? U.S. Congress Live. This relates to Trump to be impeached. Congress explodes. Yeah, I believe he was in his first term related to, they were doing impeachment relating to his first term. So whether it goes into effect, that remains to be seen. You know what I mean? U.S. 6 deleted as Israel strikes Houthi targets in Yemen, which is Sana'a, capital city, Sana'a. You had Prime Minister from South Korea talking with Trump today. He praises Trump for calling him a peacemaker. You know, he's in D.C. talking today with President Trump. You have in more news. U.S. government spending hits 44%, surpassing defense budget. That's a Wyon report. Different reports. So basically what that means is that U.S. debt is deepening. You know what I mean? Plus that's why it's at 37 trillion and some change, man. You have in what other news? Oh yeah, wildfires continuing, relating to weather, intense weather in the West, intense heat. You have flooding in certain areas. You have an intense heat, wildfires, battling wildfires, earthquakes. You know what I mean? So Scripture says, you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See ye be not troubled, for the end is not by and by yet. For nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, there shall be earthquakes and pestilence in different places, which is various places, for we in the times of sorrows. So sorrows means to lamenting, moaning, groaning, and moaning. You know what I mean? Or groaning specifically. So you're going to see a lot of lamenting and mourning, man. And the sorrows, this is not even the end. This is the latter beginning stages, because Scripture talks about relating to evils, continuing evils, man. 2 Ezra 14, they shall grow in the latter times, even more and more evils. You know what I mean? So this what's to come is not even what's to come is this is just beginning stages, man. You know what I mean? So more evils are going to increase as it gets latter in the latter times, man. That scripture talks about. You know what I mean? Go to Ezekiel 7:5-7, Ezekiel 7:25. You know what I mean? The second Ezra 14, man, relating to these evils going to increase. You're seeing more cases with these animals. I've seen a report somebody posted related to animals, deers, with these mutations growing on them. It forms a virus on them, you know, caused by the virus or infection. All these these things that growing from them, forms of I call it mutation or growth spurts. Some of them had tentacles, black tentacles. You know what I mean? And pretty much a virus, or I'll call it a virovirus, man, in a matter of speaking. You know what I mean? So wildlife is being affected, whether rabbits, deers, squirrels. In one port they had it called squirrel pox, pretty much pus-looking, developing on these wild animals. You know what I mean? Wildlife or animals. A lot of it, and the reports relate that, relating to those animals. Some were infected possibly with ticks, tick infection to cause, they're infected by infected ticks, which cause certain things to happen, mutation or change, alterations in their body, causing different things. You had that situation with that case with the individual being affected at Lake Tahoe in California last week, relating to the bubonic plague, man. He'd been affected with fleas, and he caught a case with that relating to that bubonic plague, man. And the last case was the bubonic plague was in early 1900s, 1904, in California, I believe in Chinatown. I've seen that report somewhere. So that goes back to early, around 1338, 1337, 1338, which is the 14th century, related to the bubonic plague. With that killed pretty much hundreds and hundreds of millions during that time period, man. So let's get some more news. See what's on various news reports real quick. We had a situation, it was an Anton Daniels video talking about their protests against Trump relating to sending the military or National Guards there. He says pretty much, they don't want them there. Pretty much they were promoting, endorsing, relating to them not fighting crime there or something like that. It was on the Anton report. So scripture talks about for my people are foolish, they have not known me, they're sottish. Let me get it. Hosea 4:6. And the ones that were the face of that was the so-called black woman and the protesters yelling. And that was on Anton Daniels video, pretty much embarrassing herself, man. You know what I mean? I'll get it from an NIV, see what it says. 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because you have rejected knowledge. I also reject thee as my priest, because you have ignored the law of God. Ignore the law of your God, and I will also ignore your children. And that's a certain people that the Lord relating to Deuteronomy 14 and 2, Deuteronomy 7 and 6, 1 Peter 2 and 9. That holy, that priesthood of people, that holy, that separate, that strange, peculiar people, man. Jeremiah 4 and 22. I'll get it from NIV. That was a New International Version. For my people are foolish. They did not know me. They are senseless children. That goes to sottish, foolish. They have no understanding. They are skilled in doing evil. They're, in another version, they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. That's the KJV. We'll read it again. My people are fools. They do not know me. They are senseless children. They have no understanding. They are skilled in doing evil. They know not how to do good. So they know not how to do good. Actually, they know how to do good, but they just don't want to. They don't care to, because doing evil is better. You know what I mean? So a certain people are wise to do evil, man. They're very skilled, very crafty, very creative in doing evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge to do what they're supposed to. And that's what that goes to. That's Jeremiah 4 and 22, and that's Hosea 4 and 6, man. That's basic. That's talking about the people, because in a certain gender is always the face relating to foolish and folly, man. You know what I mean? By design, man. That's always the so-called black woman. Not in every case, but in a lot of cases, man. She's that used tool, an instrument used for that degradation, man. In a lot of situations, man. And note, not all, but in a lot. Let's go to more news. Because end of the day, it's spiritual warfare. And spiritually, certain things are being done. And spiritually, certain things are being used to get things done, in a matter of speaking. Let me get ABC real quick. Cracker Barrel's changing this logo. Don't mean nothing. You haven't, what else you have? There's a report here. President Trump suggests that Defense Department may change its name to Department of War. Psalms 49 and 11. The inward thoughts is that their houses will continue forever, their rulership, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. So they call in the places they dwell, they take over after their own names, man. They've been doing that for centuries, man. That's Psalms 49 and 11. Changing names, changing different things. What else? Firefighters are relating to the West fires. Napa, which is San Francisco Bay Area, that area there. Boom. You have intense heat, intense weather, humidity, hot weather, wildfires, flooding. You have a case here relating to a first human case of flesh-eating parasite detected in U.S. Lil Nas faces 4 felony charges after Los Angeles arrest. You had U.S. fighters intercept Russian aircraft off Alaska. They didn't fly really they stayed within the international zones. So, but they remained in international space, and they did not come into the America or Canadian zone. But you had, planes separate intercepted relating to that NORAD. You have situations with these airlines. American Airlines, you had a plane that was landed because there was fire on the inside, like this one. You had one where you could see the tail come off when it was actually in flight. That was another one. That might have been United. This is American. So you have a situation with the planes, man. You know what I mean? So this is just some quick reports, real quick. I'm going to give all praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashim Rakakadash. If this helps relating to information, this is Ayah Wolf Shalom.